hope you have seen the last episode that we had, and if most of you, if you would remember the last word that we stopped at, that was, I'll give you some time, but what was that?
So you're making sure that they watch all the episodes.
Definitely, I need to make sure that something we're doing. So
I
the
know
word was
I know the word.
happy. We stopped at happy. Okay, now talking about happy, does it ring a bell? What exactly does come to your mind when I say happy?
Actually, if you were to ask me, I think I've never thought about the word happy or happiness consciously. But if I were to define it, then it would be a state where I feel at peace. I want to be in that space. I want to connect with people who give me peace. I feel like conversing with them. So basically, a space where I feel peaceful is how I would define happiness.
Right, perfect, right? That's probably one of the most perfect definitions of what we call happiness. Now, what is exactly happiness? Happiness is, as you said, I'll continue with that, a state. As psychology puts it, it's a conscious state of being. We are happy. Okay, that has a lot to do with the present moment and also a lot to do with the way we think what we do in the present moment. Okay, now some can get happiness out of creativity, some can get happiness out of cooking. There can be different reasons why we might be happy. There might be different reasons why happiness sustains. Like some people are happy in relationships. We build relationships to be happy. The real question is about what really makes us happy from the inside. Okay. Now, from the inside, I would mean, okay, now again from the psychological lens.
But before you go there,
Yeah.
I've seen some people inherently happy, whatever happens.
Yeah.
And I feel at times they are disconnected with the reality because nothing bothers them per se. And there are some people who, in spite of everything being good enough, and they still aren't happy. Can you throw some light on this?
Yes, definitely. That's actually a good question. So, why are some people just very happy, and why on the other side, some people just not happy, even with everything working their way? So, that is two important reasons for that. One is many a times we do not realize that when we talk about both the sides of the people, many a times we don't realize that what emotion happiness carries and what state of mind happiness puts us in. Now, these are two different things. Understand it this way. When I talk about emotion, it's about the feeling level. Are we really feeling happy as much as we are happy? Now, there is a distinction to be made. The distinction is what is the feeling? What is the feeling that happiness gives me? And what is the state in which I be? Is that because of the feeling? Many a times we just feel happy, so we are like, yeah, I'm happy because I feel happy. Is that really happiness? The core of happiness, the joy of happiness is actually the peace with which you feel the happiness. So, coming back to the peace that you spoke about some time back, it's that stability that we always keep looking for. That makes us happy more than just the feeling of it, because feelings can be sufficient.
Can you give me an example?
Okay.
It seems a complicated concept.
It is. So, to give you an example, I would like to quote one of my cases. So there was a client a couple of years back. I remember he used to come back to me continuously saying, "I'm not happy," and okay, now sessions after sessions after sessions listening to "I'm not happy" was, it took me some time to understand, okay, what is it that he probably wants to say. And he wasn't, of course, able to articulate himself properly because he didn't know what he was feeling. So when I realized that, okay, he doesn't know exactly what emotion and feeling are, is when I realized that he probably needs to be told that. So I basically kind of sort of played a game with him. I told him, I gave him a piece of paper and I told him to scribble.
Hmm.
Now, why scribbling and doodling is important is because that is that particular state of being where you're actually doing nothing, but you're the most happy.
Oh.
Just because you were, not because you were told to scribble. No, that's not what makes you happy. It's just that something that doesn't pressure you into
Oh.
into being. It just doesn't pressure you into being. Now, when I'm doodling, I don't have to show my doodles to anybody, or I don't have to get into competitions, or I don't have to perform.
So then what you're basically saying is that happiness and societal expectations.
Yes, absolutely. They're vastly different.
Uh-huh.
Society expects us to perform. Now, when he came to, when then after that doodling session, I realized that when he came back to me every single session saying, I'm just not happy, I was like, okay, that's because you don't understand exactly what it means to work out of being pressured. Because he was so pressured, he had a typical family setup, societal pressures. Why don't you do this at a particular time? Why don't you do that at a particular time? There were so many expectations lined up. He was always performing. And when I made him realize that, you know what, you're just doing a little too much to be happy, isn't it? And that's too much of effort.
So he was trying to make others happy by being perfect.
Absolutely. It was perfection is equal to happiness.
Oh.
And that's what society feeds on. Society feeds on this. You have to perform, you have to show the efforts if you want to be happy. That's not what happiness is about. Happiness is something that comes from within. Now, I could see his face. He was almost like a child when he was doodling. He was like, I've never done this before. And I'm like, it's a small thing, but I was like, okay, yeah, but you should do this every day. Why not? He caught on to the idea.
Yeah,
of
actually,
doodling.
I'm reminded of the fact that I was traveling the other day and it was raining and I was a little grumpy. And then I saw a few little kids, they were jumping on the water puddle. And looking at that image made me happy.
Right.
So, I mean, in a split second, my mood changed.
Right.
So, it's that, I think it's that emotion. Is it about connecting to past memories that make you happy, that rewind and tell you this was the phase that you enjoyed the most, or what is it? I mean,
It can, the emotion of happiness can trigger past memories, but that's not where the answer lies. The answer lies in connecting with self. So when was the last time I connected with myself? So that day when I actually could see that childlike face of my client, which was actually just doodling, he connected with his child. Now, what do I mean by connect with his child? His child is his inner self. His innermost self, which he probably was being suppressed. He was suppressing it all along. Why? Because society wants him to perform. If I do this, my mother will be happy. If I do that, my father will be happy. If I do this, my wife will be happy. What about your happiness? Why are you doing this for others' happiness? Cumulatively, I become happy. No. Happiness cannot be cumulatively judged based on how happy you make everyone else around you.
so your happiness has nothing to do with
Nothing.
how you make others happy, is what
Nothing.
you're saying.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Your happiness is all about how you make yourself feel. Your happiness is about the self containment. Your happiness is about finding yourself in the core. What makes me happy? Is the rightful question. And that's what happiness is. Nutshell.
So let's continue with the happiness series for the next episode.
Absolutely. I'm up for it.
Okay, but we'll have to think about something.
Sure, you can tell me this. We'll just carry it forward.
No, nothing. I just want to be happy that we are done with the episode.